Good afternoon. My name is Vivek, and I'm joined here along with my colleague April, and we are representing the World Trade Centers. On behalf of the organizers, I'm delighted to welcome you today to this first episode in our virtual series. We call it the Discovery Series. This is an exciting initiative that is brought to you by World Trade Center in collaboration with the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. And for this episode, we are focused on UAE, and we also are pleased to have WTC Sharjah, our colleague from the UAE, partnering with us for this episode. So in this inaugural session, we'll be talking more on the dynamic world of doing business in the UAE. You know how UAE is a thriving hub today, and it's also a city of innovation, the Emirates for innovation. So we have an expert panel who will be sharing their insightful insights on the market access, how the business is being done, what are the cultural nuances, how's the hiring like, and the matters that are required to expand or to widen your presence in the UAE market. So we are honored to welcome a distinguished panel today. I should say experts who are very well experienced in their own field. So we have Mr. Sandeep Bola, who is the Group Exhibition Manager at the Expo Center Sharjah. We call it the World Trade Center Sharjah. We have Emmanuel Reinert, who is the CEO of the Rain Cloud Defense, again from Dubai. And we have Ms. Sana Mansik, who is the founder of Jaya Talent in UAE. And to lead this conversation, we have Mr. Karnvir Mundrey. Karnvir is a podcaster, but he is the founder and ideation officer of Atharva Marcom, and he's based in Bangalore. He's also the chair of the LSE, the London School of Economics alumni chapter in Bangalore. And some of you might know him. He has led a similar series in the past on SME branding. So we are thankful to Karnvir for accepting our invitation and to moderate this series for us. Very warm welcome to the BCIC team, the management committee members, the secretariat team, and other members tuning in. We look forward to an engaging conversation in this series. Once again, thank you for being there, and we hope you would find today's session insightful and enriching. With that, I now invite Mr. Kumar Ravi, who is the Vice President of Bangalore Chamber and also the Chair of International Business Committee, for his address, and also requesting him to set the context for the series. Over to you, sir.
You're on mute, sir.
Good afternoon, Vivek, and welcome you all for this discovery session. I think the word discovery is very nice. I liked it because most of us, discovery is something exciting. I'm sure today's meeting will be as exciting as as the nomenclature of this meeting. Now, as far as BCIC is concerned, I would like to introduce myself. My name is K. Ravi. I'm the Vice President of BCIC, and also I chair the International Business Expert Committee for BCIC. Personally, I am a practicing chartered accountant. We also do business consulting for foreign companies which come to India. That is my specialization. We help foreign companies from different countries who come to India for their India entry strategy, and also help them in audits, accounting, financial, CFO outsourcing, and things like that. So, as far as BCIC is concerned, I think I would like to just give a small introduction of BCIC. BCIC is one of, I would say, the apex trade and trade board. Large and medium enterprises. We have more than about 800 members across the state of Karnataka, and we also work with about 25 expert committees who handle various committees are there, and international business is one of them. And as far as if I would like to just mention about the International Business Expert Committee, I think one of our basic objectives of this committee is to have interaction with inbound delegation, arrange outbound delegations, and many of the exporters who are part of our membership are interested to go global. And we have been having a number of delegations. In fact, for your information, last couple of months back, we had the Sharjah Research Technology Innovation Park. We had a delegation from there who address our members in Bangalore. And apart from that, we have been having delegation from Bahrain. We have been having from Japan, Osaka, from Tokyo, and various other countries, Tajikistan. So many of the Bangalore today, I would say, one of the top, happening place, because Karnataka is the first in the IT and ITS export. It has got the fourth largest skill workforce. It has more than 400 R&D centers and one of the top 50 startup ecosystems in the world. And 400 of the 500 Fortune 500 companies have their operations in Karnataka. I think I would say it is one of the prominent R&D hub of India. And I think science and technology cooperation with Karnataka and UAE, I think would be a very good opportunity. And then the other areas of e-health, energy, cybersecurity, there are a lot of, particularly Bangalore is a hub for innovative companies, startups, and there is a lot of scope to connect and engage with the ecosystem of innovation. I think we also have been, in fact, thanks to our president, Mr. Vineet Verma, and also Vivek, we have been very closely associated with the WTC. We have signed up 3 memorandums with Riyadh, Mumbai, with 20 Netherlands. We have done all that. And I think today, this meeting with Sharjah, I'm sure, will also give us a better opportunity to understand your business, and Sharjah is not very far. And the other point I would like to also mention to you is BCIC has an office in Tokyo. A couple of years back, we have opened an office in Tokyo, and this particular office, representative office in Tokyo, we have some of the members who are there who advise foreign companies who come to India and Indian companies who want to do business with Japan. And I would also like to mention that SMRJ, that is the small and medium enterprises of Japan, Japanese government also had a delegation. We have a MOU with them, and we also recently were invited by the Osaka government to come for their exhibition. We are planning to take a delegation for the Osaka Expo 25, which is happening right now. And we also, I think this particular I would say the interaction between Japan and India, Japan and Karnataka is very strong. In fact, when the Invest Karnataka, the minister and the industry minister went to Japan, we arranged a program for them. So this is, and as far as our chamber is concerned, we also issue certificate of origin, and I think we issue a lot of visa recommendation letter for UAE. I think these countries are very particular about having a visa recommendation. We do that, and we also do some attestation. So these are some of the activities which we are doing. And one more very important thing is that we have signed up a MOU with the Larnaca Chamber of Commerce, and Singapore Chamber of Commerce is one more chamber which has, we are the sole MOU. Singapore has only one MOU in India, and that our BCIC is one of them. And I think one of the other areas have in India UAE. I think Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which was signed in, I think, February 22, I am sure, has removed nearly 80% of the tariffs on goods from both countries. I think that one of the I would say the attraction for our people to do business with Sharjah. I think it is this particular treaty is a significant step towards strengthening the economic ties and also facilitating ties between the two countries. And I am sure we also have a startup ecosystem in BCIC where we mentor the startups, we give startup awards. We are also looking at, because today many countries are doing a lot of guiding the startups to do something innovative. And I think that is another area where we are. And we also have a lot of MSMEs where we help them to do business, because MSMEs are people who require some helping hand to go to the global world. So this is another area where we feel we can do. I think I wouldn't want to take much time, just sort of give a introduction of BCIC and also say, and I can only promise you one thing, we'll be very happy to collaborate with you in any manner you feel. And we'd like to hear from the panelists, the experts, as to what are the opportunities and how we can take it forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ravi. With that, I now request Karnvir, our moderator, to take the conversation forward. Over to you, Karnvir.
Hello, everybody, and it's absolutely amazing to have all of you over here. We are connecting across the globe, and modern technology has made it happen. To get together like this in different cities, different places. We thought we could, when Vivek and I we were talking about or conceptualizing this series, we thought we could have a kind of series which helps people understand the opportunities of internationalism, how to go international, how to go abroad, what can you expect to see, and something which goes beyond. There's so much available now on the internet, on YouTube. We have an overdose of information. So, in fact, what we lack is somebody to point us in the right direction. Sometimes the forests are so thick that we just need a pointer in the right direction. And that is where this panel comes in, because this panel has been there, done that, actually seen the challenges and meandered or circumnavigated through the challenges. So I would like to, we have a very interesting panel over here. We have Emmanuel, who has interest in tech. We have, and he would have a short 30-second introduction when he starts speaking. Yeah, we have it on the screen. He is the CEO of Rain Cloud Defense and extensive leadership across multiple sectors. We were just talking about that he's French, but he's hardly lived in France, and he has lived around the world. We were talking about his experience in London, in America, and 20 years now in Dubai. So in 20 years, a lot has changed in Dubai. So I'm going to be very interested to know from Emmanuel what he has experienced and how he has moved from croissants to Middle Eastern cuisine. The kebabs and so that's a bit of a change for a French person. And then we have Zana, who is another super interesting person. She is Ukrainian, and she is we can have her on the screen if we can change the screen to her thing. But she is Ukrainian, and she is into the hottest area of recruitment called which is AI and tech. She started her own company and has been very successful in that. But one aspect which won't come out in any presentation or script is her super spiritual sense, and she actually leads meditation classes or meditation groups around the world. And she has a very interesting profile. She's been highly connected to India, visited India many times. So she knows the difference or the how India compares to the rest of the world, and she also has a very, very global outlook. So would be very interested, Zana, to know all the things that you do and all the things that are behind the very formal presentation or slides, And then, of course, Sandeep is in a very important area, which I think many Indians, we were just discussing about how many Indians do not know how to exploit fully, and that is exhibitions. So you go around the world, and some of the biggest exhibitions in the world, you'll find some of the best names in India not participating in those exhibitions. So and many smaller companies from around the world are utilizing this. So he is the expert on marketing, getting your name out, making the best use of exhibitions, and so on. So I'll just start off this conversation with a common question for everybody, and everybody could just start with a 30-second self introduction, and then go on to the thing. I would like to imagine I would like you to imagine that you are sitting with somebody in a coffee shop, your closest friend, you're somebody who you really, are you feel good with or concerned about. And he asks you a simple question. How is it like in Dubai? You think I should go there? What would you tell him? Go, not the simple, not the complex slides, not the thing, but in 5 minutes, what would come out of your heart if you tell, if somebody asks you, I'm thinking I need to expand. I've heard a lot about Dubai. I'm thinking of expanding over there. And, what do you think I should do? And when you answer that, just have some element of what do you think Dubai has changed? How do you think it has changed over the last few years? And there'll be certain big changes like the corporate tax that has evolved, and also the golden visa and some other facility. So each of the panelists, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, including your introduction, about what if you had a person in a coffee shop ask you about your opinion on Dubai, what would you tell him, or UAE? We'll start with Emmanuel.
Okay, I have 30 seconds, all right?
30 to just introduce yourself, and then
Okay.
3 to 4 minutes to advise this friend of yours in a coffee shop with a cappuccino about what do you think, what would your suggestion to him be?
Understood. So yeah, I'm a Rhineland. I'm a French citizen, but I hardly ever worked in France. So I'm more like a global French. Yeah, I know they're global Indians, so I have that in common. First of all, I want to I feel very honored to be part of that panel, and thank you, Vivek, who I met in September in Bangalore, for make that happening. So that's really appreciated. It's very unique for me. I've been in Dubai on and off for 20 years, and I'm in Dubai by choice. I'm not escaping anything. Paris is a very nice place to live, and the French social welfare state is pretty cozy. So I'm not escaping anything bad. But Dubai is a combination of really unique lifestyle, especially to raise a family, which is my case, and also efficiency in the workplace, a very efficient work culture, and also to be at the center of now, as they say, which means to be exposed to all kind of culture, nationalities, and to understand that, and especially true from a European point of view, you're not the center of the world anymore. So that's very important, and it's something which prove extremely efficient if you want to grow your business or your network and so on and so forth. And the second thing I would say,
Emmanuel, let me ask you
yeah.
to think about, and the rest of the panel as well, one instance which you would really like take home with you about being in Dubai. What does being in Dubai mean to you, when like something that happened to you, or something that that really strikes you, something about anything, about life, about walking, about shopping, about living, something very personal or
Okay, of course. I
particular.
mean, I am I was blessed with having two kids. We were born like almost 3 years ago. Okay, and that's when I decided to move back to Dubai because I wanted to give them the chance to grow up in Dubai. And Dubai was the only place where I could pursue my career and my career growth, which is now an obligation because I have those kids for 20 years at least on my back, and at the same time taking care of them, which would have been much more difficult in Europe, for example. So because here you can have services, helps, etc. So I can at the same time being 100% on my family, on my kids and raising them, and 100% on my job. I work for a startup, which is my startup with some other colleagues. So that's really something would have been impossible anywhere else than in Dubai.
Great. So Zana, maybe you could give us your perspective next.
Yeah, sure. Namaste, kaise ho? I can practice Hindi, but I don't know Kannada language. So thank you so much for inviting me. I will give you a small intro about my background so that you can understand better how Dubai can change your life, life of your company. So I born in very small village in Ukraine, and when I was in the university in Kiev, capital of Ukraine, I started also working in recruitment. So it had been 8 years. Like I already help in tech startups, Web3, blockchain, and AI. And I love Dubai because Dubai, it's kind of like company because it has very wise CEO of the company, let's say in this way, because I feel very safe. I found if you have a lot of ambitions and you're hardworking and ethical and you know how to build relationships, it will be very easy for you to scale your business. And I saw a lot of companies they were having, let's say, operations in other countries like I had before I moved to Dubai. And then I started doing some business development in Dubai. And also I learned a lot of stuff from different conferences, good networking. So if you're planning to open business in Dubai, you can spend, let's say, 2-3 years just to understand the ecosystem. Let's say you're working in some company, and then you can move your business very easily. And it's all about personal relationships. And also if you're ethical and if you know how to help people. And the biggest, I think, advice that I can give is always try to give more to people without any expectations. And I guess it's again something from Indian background that I learned, about karma, because then you will receive maybe from some other source. Because when I was helping a lot of job seekers, founders, someone was asking for advice, and I found that I am so blessed. People they were helping me a lot, and everyone wants to have business in Dubai. So if you want to be authentic, it's only one way to escape competition. For example, what we do in our company, with like my main focus is Web3, blockchain, and AI recruitment, and so many blockchain recruitment agencies, right? But what we do, we try to bring mindfulness to Web3 space because I have spiritual guru for the last 4 years, and I discover yoga. And thanks to India for all those amazing knowledge like Ayurveda. And now I'm trying to bring all of this and help people to build better Web3 and AI space, because nothing wrong with technology. AI, blockchain is amazing. It's all about people's mindset. And like we say, a lot of meme coins, etc. And I don't want us to live in the space where people overuse technologies. So if we teach job seekers how to do pranayama, like breath work, how to do meditation, how to be grateful for whatever we have, then people, they have more joy, they're more happy with their work, and they have more time to assess what I am doing, where I am going, how I can bring some changes, because AI blockchain, they are growing super fast. And those people, they are making a lot of money. So it means they have leverage to influence in good way or bad way. So we try to change their mindset. It's non-profit contribution. I keep organizing a lot of meditations for job seekers and founders. I teach them, if they have some back pain, neck pain, how to fix this, if they feel stress, or let's say they are planning to raise some money for the startup. And we teach them how to do breath work so that their call will be more successful. In general, about Dubai, let's say you were saying we are having coffee or tea. So I'm having tea. What I can suggest to my friends who are having tea with me, if you want to grow much, much faster, you should be in Dubai. It's like, you want to learn trading. Then you're going to Google, YouTube, etc. But if you have a mentor who can help you, guide you, you're growing few times faster. So for me, Dubai was the place where I was able to grow very fast. And when I came to Dubai 4 years ago, my English was zero. And I joined Indian company and I need to do business development. I remember my first client, poor man. It was very tough for him to understand me. But because I need to do a lot of events and people knew that I am doing good work. So it was not about English. It was about delivery, quality of work, and what kind of energy you bring to the conversation. So then people, they want to work with you. And now, honestly, I am not going to any events, maybe like 1, 2 times in a year to some blockchain conference in Dubai, just because I built this brand and I found that LinkedIn is very effective. So I can travel a lot. I spend 3, 6 months every year in India and still like I am making very good profit. And I found whenever I am in India, I'm making more money. So I guess some vibes. So if you guys are planning to start business or maybe career in Dubai, it's good place to be. Thank you.
Wow, the combination or merger of AI, Web3, and Ayurveda and yoga. I mean, that's a very interesting combination from a Ukrainian who likes India. I mean, that kind of what is international is. So, Sandeep, we come to you and tell us about your work and your experience, and you bring even more interest. You're very interesting because you are Indian who is in Dubai, so you really know, what goes inside the minds and hearts of people who come there and how they can best utilize Dubai as a center. And what has your experience been, personal experience?
Sure, sure. Thank you, Karnvir, and thanks to George, Vivek. Actually, we just met in one of the conference and we got connected. And thank you for this opportunity. As everybody, knows, I work in exhibitions, and we are a venue in Sharjah. Now, Sharjah is, close to Dubai. The venue is like just 10 minutes away from Dubai International Airport. So it's like a twin city, very close by. And we do around 20, 40 shows in a year, big, small. Of course, Dubai is a major hub, and Sharjah being close to Dubai, we are next to the engine. We always say so. The engine is the GCC, and Dubai is the main locomotive which pulls the whole GCC countries. So Dubai is an interesting place. To do business for sure, as everybody mentioned. For us being Indian, I think it's just 3 hours, from any airports in India. It's the closest destination, and it's a gateway to the world. And probably, with yeah, even the taxation what we have in India here, it's a much, I should say, it's a safe haven where people can have businesses. There is only 5% VAT. There's a corporate tax, of course, which is just coming in the limelight now. But even there, it is the it's so simple. It is not complicated. For sure, it is a right place to do business for everybody. For sure, India is a huge market, developing market. Another, I think, 15, 20 years down the line, India is the place to be. But if you're looking at international markets, I think Dubai is one of the best markets, and the ease of making business, even the business licenses. The gone are those days where you need to have a local partner to have business. Now, even forget about free zones. Even in mainland, you can have your own trade licenses. You don't need a local partner. You can open bank accounts, so you can start trading. And the beauty of the place is, it's a safe city in the world. And I'm when I go on vacations to India, but when I come back, no offense to all my fellow Indians, I feel I'm coming home, kind of. So this is the kind of safety we have here. Anytime in the morning, day, night, no issues. You can walk alone in roads. So that's what I feel. It's very, very interesting, and it's a multicultural place. In the panel we have people from different parts of the world, and I think there are over 200 nationalities living in Dubai. So that's amazing.
Great. So, I would like the panelists to one burning question that everybody has when they reach Dubai or anywhere in the world is how do I get new clients? So, I would like the panel to give the rest of the attendees a 4-minute tutorial on how they got new clients in Dubai? And I think that is the most burning question which everybody has, which leads to everything else in when you go to a new territory. I mean, you get a visa, you take a flight, you land, you do your immigration, and you get out, and you get your first whiff of air of Dubai, and then where do I go from there? That's what a person wants to know. So, Emmanuel, where did you go from the airport steps once you got into your cab to
Okay,
get your first client?
I'm going to give a more oblique answer, which is something I can't say because I'm not Indian, but one of your main and unique advantage as Indians is that you are Indians and that Indians are the first by far community of foreign resident in Dubai. So that's an immense advantage. And also, as Indians, contrary to one of your mighty neighbors, you master the lingua franca, which is the business lingua franca, which is English. This is your language as well. So you start with an immense advantage to get new clients. And I would advise, I'm sure you have family in Dubai, or you have member of your extended community in Dubai, or member of your city, of your state, and that's where I would start. I would start by connecting with people you have already something in common and get their advice and coaching them, mentoring, and get them to introduce you to a potential client, to refer you, work on the referral. As Zana said, interpersonal relationships are the most important thing. So if you want to fast track that 2 years period that normally takes you to build your own network, use the fact that you have already something like, between 3 million and 3.5 million Indians already in the UAE. And that's an immense advantage on top of being able immediately to talk English with everybody else. Apart from that, but that's a big advantage as far as I'm concerned. As I said, I think you must really to accept, at least for the first 2 years, condition that are not optimal in terms of margin, revenue. You have to prove yourself, and you have to build this network, and then after that you'll be able to really run your business at a very profitable rate. So you have to really dig hard for the first 1 or 2 years, and then things will be a big super highway for growth. Yeah.
Great. Good answer, Emmanuel. Very diplomatic, but fun fact, sometimes with 1.4 billion of us, we see more competition than collaboration. But Sandeep, I'll come to you, and you know so many probably new startups, new people, and you are hardcore in the marketing business. Like everybody is looking for new clients. So what are your top tips? How would you see or suggest that a company come and find new clients?
Okay, thank you, Karnvir. To everybody, I mean, all who are listening, what I would suggest is, see, before you get into any markets, please, do your homework, because, we have so many people, forget about opening up. They come here for exhibitions, and, they come here with huge expectations. But guys, I mean, this is a very saturated market. It's a very realistic market. There is no, so much of hype here. I mean, you guys wouldn't believe, some of the things I get, at a very lower price what I get in India probably. So that's the kind of market we are in. But when people come from India, they come with a different, expectation. They probably think that, they can sell any goods at whatever price they want. No, it's not like that. And so what I suggest is, guys, please make your homework and understand what this market is. See, this market is not a manufacturing market at all. It's a trading market. So, let us say a guy is applying to an automotive industry. He cannot come here because there are only 2 factories, and, they wouldn't buy from him. So, but if he is looking at, a trading hub, I mean, trading of finished goods, then this is a market. I mean, even to an extent like textile, some people come here with raw materials, with those accessories, clothes, and all that. But here we don't have that manufacturing, hub at all. I mean, you can count the number of factories who are here, and those factories are they know from where to get. And of course, China being one of the trading partners, for sure we have so much of options here to get things. So that would be my advice. And if you are looking forward to come here, of course you have entities like Indo UAE Chamber of Commerce is based here. Those could be the places. They have, I mean, earlier we used to have here in Sharjah like India UAE trading kind of house, where you could come and they could assist you, kind of to settle down. I mean, till you have your business licenses, you could probably use their offices. You can, have some meetings there, and probably they could help you in getting some clients. So this is how it is.
So, Zana, you're the odd one out over here, where everyone talks about jobs and not about entrepreneurship. So, tell us, how would a person? What's the best route to get a fantastic $1 billion job in the UAE? Because everybody thinks that you land in Dubai and or UAE, and they're golden steps to a large bank account. So, tell us, how do you do that?
Yeah, so I will start with, in Dubai, you have like a lot of competition. For example, if I will post job somewhere, I will receive a lot of relevant, not relevant applications, like thousands. And sometimes me or my team, they don't have enough time to go through all of them. So, and also when we have very unique requirement from the client, for us, it's more easy to do headhunting or to check in our network than to go through a lot of applications. And I found it's like the biggest problem. And the best way to land job, even if, let's say, you're in India now or like some other part of the world, it's to start building your brand and to start thinking, okay, how you can be authentic, what you can bring to the table. Let's say if you're a blockchain developer, so many blockchain developers, and why someone from Dubai should hire you. And sometimes if they will hire you, they will hire for remote role, not to Dubai. But if you want to move to Dubai, you can think, okay, what kind of value you can bring for the company. So maybe you can start, posting more often on LinkedIn about, let's say, DeFi, some blockchain projects, most common problem. You can post something about Dubai in general, how Dubai supports Web3 startups, so that it will attract attention of founders who are in Dubai. Oh, okay, like the guy is posting, he knows something about Dubai. And so try to build personal brand. Also now LinkedIn is pushing a lot of reels, so you can start doing kind of education, talk about hiring developers, building teams, etc. So that people, they will say, oh, maybe you can be as a speaker, because most of time, whenever someone is trying to open business in Dubai, they will hire first business development team, and they will hire people with good personal brand on, let's say, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, like number of followers, say in this way. And they will see if you have good communication skills, maybe you can be as a speaker there, because you will need to go to a lot of events, even if you're a developer, because it's the best way to bring some sales to the company. Sometimes you're able to sell much better than the founder of the company, because you're tech guy and you're simple and you're not talking about, sales. You're not like pushing, but you're just talking about your experience. So try to think how you can be closer to the founder and how you can bring more business to the company, even if you're a developer or marketing guy, etc. Then you can join some communities. Let's say we have like Crypto Oasis. This organization, they are trying to bring to build this kind of active Web3 community in Dubai. Founders from Switzerland, from Dubai, and they are partnering a lot with government, with DFC, DMCC. They're giving license to blockchain tech startups. And if you will be there, you can make small introduction about yourself. Maybe you will have some like fractional roles or maybe full-time remote, and slowly you can move to full-time role. Then you can visit Dubai maybe for some major events. Let's say we have GITEX or GTEX. We have Token 2049 that was recently, it's the largest blockchain event. And actually there we had a lot of institutions as well. You can join some Abu Dhabi events. Abu Dhabi is an amazing ecosystem, and we see a lot of capital coming to Abu Dhabi as well. I always suggest to be authentic and to think how people can remember you. Maybe you can start some kind of series about Web3 development and Dubai, and start inviting different speakers from Dubai. In this way, people, they will start seeing you somewhere. Let's say I'm scrolling my LinkedIn and, oh, okay, I remember I saw this guy. When I will have open role, then I will text you. Also, you can text speakers in advance. Let's say there is big conference, you will text them 5 days before the conference, even if you're not going. So text like, hey, thank you so much for your contribution to society, and looking forward to listen to your talk during this conference. So you're already starting with gratitude. This person will accept you, and even if you will not meet, because for sure they will be super busy. But then if you will see some open role from them, you can text them, and you will be already like in win-win position. You will be not begging for the job. Same for business. I use the strategy for business. It works amazing. So always try to be authentic, gratitude, and always focus on long term. If it's business or work, even I remember when I moved to Dubai, I was meeting a lot of people, and I'm very active on LinkedIn, Telegram status, WhatsApp status, because sometimes you meet people, they have super busy life. Maybe they don't remember about you. But if you will be posting some stories, success about your work, your company, they will have you in mind. And next time when they have needs for talent or for business, they will reach out to you. Thank you so much.
Emmanuel, you run you are part of a startup and cybersecurity and tech and all. How do the regulations in how is the tech scene in UAE, and how do they compare to Europe? For instance, GDPR regulations and other tech. How does the tech scene over there compare?
Yeah, I think there's a big differentiation to be made, and that's a good occasion. Is you have two ways to work in Dubai: is to work for Dubai, for the UAE, in the UAE, or to work from Dubai, out of Dubai. That's my case. Okay, so in the first category, you need a mainland license. In the second category, you don't need a mainland license. Actually, we have a mainland license in Abu Dhabi because we have local work in Abu Dhabi with defense company and the government, etc., etc. So that's the first big distinction. And Dubai is a fantastic place to actually reach out to other markets. So if you want to expand in Africa, for example, Dubai as a base is really great because it's hub, because you can bring goods and services here and develop them and re-export them to Africa in a very easy way and in a very stable and secure way. And I know a number of African IT companies which are actually headquartered in the UAE for that reason, because it offers stability and security and safety. So that's really a very important distinction.
So Africa and IT is a very interesting because I don't think many people associate Africa with IT. So tell us a little more about your experience of Africa. What's happening in Africa? What's happening in IT in Africa?
Okay, well, I'm sure. First of all, there is a lot of sector which are traditional sector and which are now much more using IT and AI and in their day-to-day operation. For example, if I'm thinking of the mining sector in Africa, that's massive. They need surveillance for their mine, etc., etc. So they need to supplement the lack of infrastructure, local infrastructure, by contracting with people who are mainly located in Dubai, for example, to run their mining operation at the large scale. Also, a number of capital in Africa are now working as service center for example, AI tagging. The data tagging is absolutely needed for AI. I know that Nairobi is our big place where you can have those kind of HR facilities to have young and bright people tagging data in order for a big large language model to be able to make the best of it. So definitely Africa is becoming a place where things are happening on that sector, and Dubai, and being Indian once again, because I'm talking to an Indian audience, is a great way to use the Dubai hub. And I know of Indian company who are actually exactly doing that, is using Dubai as a way to expand in Europe and in Africa.
So, Sandeep, what do you give us a perspective of marketing in Dubai and UAE and in the Middle Eastern region? Is it as kind of India is a lot focused on now, I think, social media. We are very, very, active on the LinkedIn, the Instagrams, the Twitters. It's almost essential to be there. How does one advertise or market oneself in the Middle East? Is it should one do social media? Does it really reach everybody? Are people very active on it? Or are there only some sections which are active on it and others are not? Or does it depend on your product? Suppose you're doing cement, or you're doing something like some other product, food. How do you get people to know about you?
Karnvir, yeah, for sure. I mean, social media is the platform. But again, I mean, it depends. Like, if you look in GCC, Saudi Arabia, they are more into Snapchat, and the penetration rate there is more with Snapchat. While if you look in UAE, it's more of Instagram, all these kind of platforms. Having said that, I mean, UAE is, like you have, so diverse nationalities living here. So there are a different kind of bloggers, who can reach out to different kind of communities. Like for us, when we do, an exhibition here, so we look, this exhibition is catering to whom. So according to that, we choose the bloggers, we choose the, platforms to circulate information. But for sure, I mean, social media platform is the platform, and it's very much being used in GCC countries.
And how important is Arabic? Like, does one have to market in Arabic, or is it English, or what is the importance? How does language play a role?
In
And
UAE,
especially since I'm talking from Karnataka, where it's very, very sensitive issue.
For sure, UAE, it's like, 100% it's English. I mean, of course, if you can have Arabic, it's an add-on. But if you're looking at, markets like Saudi, probably Kuwait, Bahrain, yes, there you need to have, the information sent out in Arabic, because, their English is not widely being used. But in UAE, in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all these places, for sure, English is well-spoken language. So.
Zana, tell us a little bit more about the documentation, like both for as an employee and, if you know about the documentation as a business owner. What does one need to do to get a job or to start a business in Dubai or in UAE?
Mhm. So I will start with how to start business in UAE. I guess it's this country is offering you the easiest way, the fastest way. They made it so simple. Even you don't need to travel to Dubai. You can be in Bangalore and open your business in few days. And it's very cheap compared to other places. Plus, when it's, tax free, you just need to apply for visa. Even if you're one person, then you will have 2 years for visa once your business will be open. You just need to do medical check, like this check, and that's all. And I guess you need to enter UAE every 6 months one time. Maybe now they remove this part. Also, they're now giving more often golden visa, not only for owners and not only for people who bought apartments, also to like some exceptional talent. Even you can easily arrange this through some ecosystems, even if you don't have, a lot of achievements, it's still more easy. If I'm not mistaken, UAE now giving a lot of visas to like people who are into gaming, because now they're pushing a lot metaverse strategy, and metaverse it's all about gaming. You just put on a top blockchain. Then they're giving a lot of visas to AI talent. If you know, in India you have a lot of AI talent, and even let's say in the US, a lot of folks from India and China. It's major talent, AI talent in the US. So now I see there will be good shift of blockchain AI talent to the UAE. Also, they are supporting a lot of creators. So if you're good with reels, content creation, if you know how to sell, and I guess Indian people, they're the best in this. You have a lot of skills. You're like, you're bringing this energy and you know how to market this well. So I guess they can focus on this. For talent, it's also easy and talent very well protected in the EU. Visa also you can arrange quickly, maybe through company, even if sometime companies they are not giving visa in the beginning. You can open your freelance visa. I guess it's like 6,000 dirham for 2 years, and you will have all benefits to live in UAE, and you will feel very safe. I don't know, like for sure not maybe in Bar Dubai, but let's say if you're walking and you forgot somewhere your wallet, you can be like more than sure that nothing will happen. But still, like you can double check. But I guess it's the best place where you can, raise your kids because it's safe, and what kind of people you're meeting. You will be able to meet in this city so many wise, smart, very spiritual people, and a lot of very rich people. But when I say about rich people, I mean about mindset, because you can learn a lot of stuff. Last time when I went to Bangalore, I spent, I think, 3 months. I met Kunal Kred in Araku Coffee, and we had an amazing chat about spirituality, business in India. And I found that now, honestly, we are hiring a lot of Indian people, especially for blockchain space. Because if you see after the US, number of blockchain developers, it's all about Asia. And in Asia, India is the biggest number. And when I was checking last report, it's called Electric Capital Report. There you have a lot of, you analyze developers on GitHub. And I saw that we have a lot of Indian, like high quality developers, because government support very well. Plus, you guys know English, you're super proactive, and you're able to adopt new technologies super fast. So I see that in the next 2-3 years, India will be very, very successful, and there will be a lot of investments coming to India. So I am very interested in Indian talent for remote roles to relocate them to Dubai and support you guys.
So I'm going to put a little bit the panelists a little bit of a challenge here. A lot of good things have been said about Dubai. I want the panelists to talk about like maybe 30 seconds on what they don't like about Dubai, and tell us something which you're sitting in the same coffee shop. You've nearly convinced your friend about moving to Dubai, but yeah, Zana, and but there you want to like caution him or just say that don't be over exuberant or too excited, because this is what you should be cautioned against. What would be your cautions to a person interested in UAE Dubai, which you're not typically find online or on a YouTube or on a very snazzy YouTube video or a pictures? What were your personal so many years of experience? Tell us that. Anybody who would like to go? I wouldn't pick anybody. Anybody would like to go first? Okay, Emmanuel.
Yeah. Just quickly, yeah. So first of all, Dubai is not an El Dorado. As it was said, it's a very competitive place, but if there is competition, there's a market, so it's a good sign. On the bad side, because of the way it's projected itself on social media, or it is, it attracts a certain category of people that you should stay away from. So you need to have these special little things when you start to meet somebody, have a little radar to immediately detect that this person is a scammer, is not real, is so please prefer people who are unassuming, not bragging, not showing off. Those are the real people, I can tell you. That's it. 30 seconds.
Great, Sandeep. What are your best learnings or cautions?
Cautions is keep low. I mean, Dubai, for sure. When you are out there and when probably show off more in social media, I think you would have more strings attached, and probably you will get a bad feeling about things here. So you can keep low, do business. I mean, as Zana said, probably be very straightforward, be realistic. So I think that is what is Dubai. I mean, there is no hypes. There is no show off, no nothing. I mean, just be what you are. So
And to keep low and be yourself, Zana would be the best person to talk about it. But Zana, tell us what you would caution people about Dubai without being too diplomatic.
Okay, so because I came from very green country and I spent a lot of time in India. In Dubai, I feel I'm missing, those big Bangalore trees, a lot of rain. So it's something that like Dubai is lacking. I know they keep working on this, but still you feel like soul is missing. And especially if you're into mindfulness, spirituality, after some time you realize, okay, so much business. So it's the best way to be in Dubai, to live between two countries. Dubai is good for business, but you need to have some time for yourself or to connect with nature. Then take care of your reputation, like Emmanuel said, because the space is small, the city is still small, and very important what kind of people you have near yourself when you're going to events, because then people start creating some kind of image and they will think, okay, if he's scammer and maybe doing some scam with this person. So it's good to have one person who has good reputation in the space and who can tell you like, okay, Jana, don't go with this person and don't do business because it will harm your career. Um, then what else? What else? Honestly, my life in Dubai is little boring because Dubai has, beaches, parties, etc. I don't like beaches, I don't like parties, but I like to work very hard. So my life in Dubai, I keep working from my kind of small office, going to my friend, she's also hardworking from India, Bangalore, but lives in Dubai. And we are working from some other cafes, going to the conference, meeting friends. But in general, yes, you will be missing this green part. But if you like beach and you like parties, kind of this kind of entertainment, you can find fun in Dubai.
And what about what about the actual living? I don't know if who has children over here or families, but what about living? What about healthcare? What about schools? I've heard some stories about that traffic jams have started in UAE and Dubai, which people have been complaining that whenever the case, and to go 3 kilometers, it can take 45 minutes. There are stretches of roads. So has the living standard or is life getting better, or is there a little I use this word with caution, but a deterioration of the quality from what you saw when you came and now? Anybody in the panel?
Mm.
Yeah.
I can take this question.
Yeah.
So when I came 4 years ago, I will start. I don't have kids, no husband. So in general, for me as a woman, I feel very safe. Then about traffic, I don't drive. I use taxi. And I live in GVC now. Before I was in Marina. I know in Marina is like a lot of traffic, even if it's peak time or not, all the time there is traffic. I guess because maybe not very wisely they have this road connection. But in general, during some big conferences, you will have traffic For example, from September until May, you have more traffic because you have more people than after, what people will do during summer. It's like super hot. Everyone is going to Bali, back to India, to their hometowns because still Dubai have a lot of kind of visitors. Even if they are renting apartment, they live like 6 months during year. So this time we will have less traffic. But I believe Dubai is working on this and they are trying to change some road connections. Maybe Elon Musk will bring, something underground. Let's see, maybe fly taxi. So Dubai have all power to make life very comfortable and not to become, let's say, like New York, etc. Because the city is growing.
Great. Emmanuel, you have a family. What is your experience been?
Well, my kids, I have twins, boys and a girl on the way. But so we'll be three very soon. But yeah, as I said, the main reason I went back to Dubai was because of the kids and wanting them to grow here. And I already they will go to school next year. So I already I visited the number of school. And that really revalidates the reason why I moved to Dubai. I saw the school were extraordinary compared to what I have back home. In terms of not only, I mean, the building, the setting, but the teacher and the atmosphere and the way the kids were behaving was amazing. Nothing, in comparison to what we have in Europe, where the whole education system is crumbling. To speak very frankly and not diplomatically. And some people told me, but oh yeah, but your kids will grow in a bubble. And you know what? I think it's good. I think it's like when you grow a fragile plant, you grow it in a glass house, and then you put it outside to become a big tree. So I think actually to have your kid in this kind of fantastic Dubai bubble until they reach like teenage, it makes them stronger to confront the real world, which is not as secure, as safe and straightforward as Dubai. So that's my personal comment on the lifestyle in Dubai. And I live I live on the Palm and I have no traffic. Uh, and I live in a fantastic community of people who wants to live in Dubai without being in Dubai. We live in a remote island. My kids have direct access on the beach. There's no road, no cars, nothing, absolutely secure. And so they are really incredibly dynamic and dependent compared to kids who would be in a big city. Yeah.
Wow, you've done a excellent marketing for Dubai. I'm sure a lot of people are going to apply for a visa tomorrow, and you made a lot of people jealous as well. But Sandeep, what is your opinion on lifestyle of Dubai, and how have you managed it? And what about healthcare? What about if you have kids? What is your experience been?
Of course, I mean, I have a couple of kids, and both are going to the university levels. I mean, back, gone are those days when, I mean, we being Indians, we used to have them till probably 10th grade and then send them back to India. I mean, here you have one of the best universities now, name the campuses, they are all here. So even the kids, I mean, they don't want to go anywhere else. I mean, I gave them the option of, guys, okay, you can go probably anywhere else in the world, but they are so much stuck to this place. They are like, no, I mean, we'll be here, and they're pursuing their universities here. So it's very interesting. I mean, the way the city is developing. And when it comes to traffic, guys, I mean, every big city has traffic. I mean, Bangalore, name any cities. But I think inside Dubai, it's quite okay. But if you're moving from one emirate to another, especially Dubai and Sharjah, and in those peak hours, you have that traffic. But I think it's not that bad as any other cities. Probably, I think I don't know, Moscow. People get stuck for hours together, and you don't even know what's happening. Your car is just not moving. You're stuck there. Dubai, it's not like that. It keeps moving, and probably 1.5 hours, 2 hours, max, you will reach to any destination. So
Great. I mean, that was 1 hour of a sample of Dubai and UAE. I hope we've been able to put a flavor of the place together for everybody who was attending. We try to go right, bridge right from business to living to staying to moving, everything in between. So I hope the panelists had a interesting discussion, and I hope the attendees had an interesting discussion to listen to. I now hand it over to Vivek, and Vivek, please take it over from here.
Yeah, thanks, Karnvir. Really glad to hear all of you. I now invite April for the concluding remarks. I have a few comments, but I'll park it to the end. Over to you, April.
All right, so that brings us to the end of today's webinar. Thank you so much to all the panelists, Mr. Karnvir, Mr. Emmanuel, Ms. Jana, Mr. Sandeep, for your time and those really interesting insights on both. We started with opportunities of doing business in UAE. We also looked at employment opportunities and a lot of other factors. So that was a very interesting discussion. And I also take this opportunity on behalf of WTC to thank our partners for this event, the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce and WTC Sharjah. Special thanks to Mr. Ravi, who gave the opening remarks and helped set the context so well. And also, thank you, Colonel Harish, the Secretary General of BCIC, Ms. Rajashri from the Secretariat team, and the other BCIC members who joined us today for your support. To everyone who's joined today, thank you so much for your presence. And I did see a lot of questions coming in, and I saw that Mr. Karnvir, through the discussion, he managed to address those questions as well. So thank you for keeping it so engaging. And this is just the beginning. This is the first episode of the Discovery series that we have brought out. It's a new initiative where we'll be looking into the business opportunities in other global regions as well going forward. So stay tuned and keep looking out for more episodes like this one on UAE. You can follow our website and social media handles for the same. Post this webinar, I'll also be putting out a LinkedIn post on this, and I will share the link with all of you, to all those who have attended today. Please try to share your thoughts and feedback on this. And thank you so much once again, and we look forward to having you at our next episode as well. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.